Hi there. So today I wanted to answer a question that Layla had posted yesterday about Facebook groups. So I've been doing these live streams while walking my dog, and that's exactly what we're doing. Dale, dale. Today I got the kids because they woke up at 5 a.m. It was a great surprise. And anyways, so I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on with Facebook groups, like predictions, I guess, that I might have, because that's really all we have, right? Like, we don't really know what Facebook is up to and what they're doing. And so all we can do is predict and kind of see what else they're kind of up to, and then kind of decide from there what we want to do. So the first thing I wanted to cover is, like, and I've posted this before and it's very direct, and so I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but Facebook groups are not a business, right? Like, I think there's a misconception that people have, thinking that their group is like their email list, or that their group is like everything. And here's the thing, we are on their platform. On Facebook owns the platform, so we can't really decide who sees what. It's kind of their choice. And so when people ask me, like, okay, should I build an email list, or, you know, I just put everybody in my Facebook group, that's great, but you have no control over the Facebook algorithm, what they decide to show and what they don't decide to show. And I think the last few months we've really seen that with groups, at least I have. In my business, we keep track of metrics of every single post we put out there. I have my team like put together the post, like what I wrote about, what the image was, every detail about the post, and we track comments, like shares, all that kind of stuff. And literally, like, there was a point like about a month or two ago when I was starting this whole rebrand process, that I had my team just repurpose some of my older posts, and we changed up the image a little bit to the newer style of branding. That wasn't the brand new brand yet, but just kind of like, I used to just do a pink image with white text, and so we just changed it back to like the images. And if you guys kind of follow me, you know the images I have, like with the little podcast logo on the bottom. So we were posting those images and the same exact copy on the best performing posts that we had done earlier last year and the year before. Okay. And so what ended up happening is we did not have the same engagement, the same comments, the same shares. So I think it's pretty safe to assume, and of course it's just an assumption and a guess because we don't really know, but people were not seeing it like they were 2 years ago when it was first posted, or like a year and a half ago when it was first posted. So I think, hey Joy, I think that it's really important that we realize that we don't have control over what the platform decides to do, what they decide to do with the algorithm, or any of that. And so my first point that I really want to drive home is that you have to be building your own list. That is like a non-negotiable, because stuff like this does and will happen. And if you have your own list where you get to decide if people get the thing or not, right? And they get to decide if they continue to listen from you to you or not, that is the best way to grow your following. So that's number one. And I think the second thing I want to say is that if you look at the changes that have happened just in the last, I've been in online business since like 2015 January, okay? And if you look at like what platforms have come and gone, what, you know, social media platforms, the style of posts, the things that are going on in the platforms, everything is different. And so we have to be able to and willing to shift with what's in, because this industry is a lot about what's trending and what's cool and what people want to do, right? Remember Periscope? Same thing happened, right? People were like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing in the world, and There was a lot of people that built, you know, a big following on Periscope, and now it's like pretty much non-existent, right? And I think it's still out there, but people are mostly doing Facebook Live. So we have to be willing to adapt, and one of the foundational things about that is if you were to get all those people on an email list, they will follow you to the next trend. But if you don't, right, and this is going back to the email list thing, if we don't get them on a list, then what happens is they get lost when the platform goes away. Same thing happened with Blab, right? So I just want to reiterate the point about the email list, and also it's not secure unless it's yours. And then the other thing that I noticed and that I really want to point out is we have to know why we're doing what we're doing, right? So why are we building a Facebook group? What is the point, and how does that affect our sales, right? It does affect sales, right? I think everybody here who's listening has probably either has a Facebook group or has been in Facebook groups and has gotten clients from Facebook groups, or has heard of other people getting clients from Facebook groups, right? But here's the thing, because it's a never-ending landscape, we cannot afford to only follow what people say. So if people say start a group, you go start a group. If people say go, you know, do webinars, you go do webinars. If people say, you know, these are the gurus, right? Like they say go, I don't know, go start a messenger funnel, and I'm starting a messenger funnel, right? But that's not the point. You have to understand in your business why you're doing the thing you're doing, because in a never-ending landscape called online business, right, things are always changing. If we know why we're doing the thing we're doing, we can adjust, we can mold, we can shift our strategy and still have a really great outcome if we understand why we're doing it, if we understand the principles of marketing and persuasion and psychology and the psychology behind what we're doing. And then the how really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a Facebook group or a messenger funnel or an email sequence. If you understand the principles of psychology, persuasion that I'm talking about, you can apply it to anything and just evolve with the times. So I don't really know exactly what will happen with Facebook groups. I can tell you, because I run ads for other businesses as well as myself, I can see that they are trying to do probably some sort of Facebook ad for groups, either targeting other groups or targeting members inside of our own groups. It just seems to me that's where they're going, especially because they recently allowed you to link your Facebook group to your Facebook fan page. So it looks like they're heading in that direction. And of course, they make a lot of money from Facebook advertising, so they want us to do that, right? But again, if we don't understand why we're doing what we're doing, that's just a tactic and a strategy that could change again and probably will, right? So we have to be understanding why we're doing the things we're doing in our business, and that will help us to get the results that we want. Which kind of leads me to, I do have a freebie. Hey guys, as you're coming on, say hi. I have a freebie for an opt-in that I just created. It's like a little training on how to choose what social media platform will be best for you, because we want to do it based on why. We want to do it based on logic. We don't want to just follow what the gurus are saying, and that's kind of what I was saying a little while ago. And so it's called the decision matrix, and it helps you to identify, like, what do your people want? What do you want? And how can you find a platform that will be most profitable for both you and your people, right? Like, your people will be there. So that is the decision matrix, and it's going to be followed by a group coaching program designed to help you increase your sales from your free content. And the way that I teach is this. Like, I don't teach you what to do. I don't say go start a Facebook group. That's not the way my courses are. I teach you why you're doing it. because I can tell you this month, go start a Facebook group, and next month, Facebook groups can be totally gone. So I tell you how to do it based on psychology, persuasion, that kind of thing. So when you do it, when you understand why you're doing what you're doing, you can shift. So that is, again, a little bit about what I believe might be happening with Facebook groups, and kind of some resources for you. So when you go to that visibility decision matrix thing, you'll see that's actually my messenger bot. So, you know, that's my messenger funnel, and we'll see how it goes, meaning like, I don't know if that's going to be, I mean, it looks like it's going to be the next big thing, but again, like, we have to understand why we're doing it and how to do it no matter what the landscape is. Hey Lindsay, hey Leanne, hi Kira. I didn't know you can link Facebook groups to fan pages. Yeah, you can, Aleda. It's new, and I did it a few weeks ago, and what I discovered is that there was a lot of techie glitches going on with my Facebook group, so I actually unlinked mine, but it does link, and so I think that that's what they're going to be moving towards, is letting us advertise somehow, either to our Facebook groups or something like that. But again, like, if you have an email list, you can just upload your email list and target them that way, and your email list is usually the cheapest for Facebook ads, so I'm interested to see how that compares with the Facebook groups, and, you know, if they allow us to target them, like how they will compare conversion wise and price wise. So yeah, so that is all I have for you guys today. Have a great Sunday, and if you have any other questions or like anything else that you think about this topic, like, I'd love to continue the chat, because again, like, a lot of this is just trial and error, and nobody really knows. We're playing on somebody else's turf. Okay, have a great day. Bye.